What is up? We have a live trading session for today. We are back. First trading session of the 2026 year, new year. Going into it. It is 8:16 right now, around there, 8:16, 8:17. And we are coming up and rebalancing into this 4 hour. We have hit equilibrium of this 4 hour. Is there a daily? Nothing on the daily up here. This daily imbalance got tapped into. We rejected lower, came into this one, inverse this, and now we're coming back higher. We have a lot of draws on liquidity resting lower that I'm think we're going to want to go out and get. Yeah, we're going to wait to see how we want to react off this daily. Most likely going to be my condition coming into this. We are in that equilibrium of the range. We can go into the 2 hour, and we'll go into the 1 hour. Mark up some of the sell side, and then I gotta go grab some stuff. So I'll pause this video, but I will be back, and we can get right into it. We have red folder news today, which is intriguing. Red folder news at 9. So right at that 1 hour, 4 hour candle close, it's gonna be very important. We're looking bullish overall coming into this 4 hour now, and we're delivering from this 1 hour gap that was right here, which I'm just going to mark up. Just have in mind 1 hour. The 1 hour gap we came into filled. Now we could be coming back lower. Next draw on liquidity is up here. I mean, we'll see on a 30-minute. There's a 30-minute imbalance that we're actually playing into right now, so we'll see how that goes, and I will be right back. So yes, coming into this, let's just look at, we're going to be trading the MEC model and the PDI model. Now looking at inversions, because we enter off inversions. I already made a video on this. We're not trying to take the bare minimum inverse for value gap. Minimal targets 1 to 2 low time frame swings. No high time frame gap targets. 15-minute plus target lacks high time frame significance. Pattern traders' favorite inverse or value gap, right? Nearly always against high time frame drawn liquidity. Bare minimum inverse or value gap is commonly found within MEC setups. So like the MEC model, right? We like more of a, I'll just go over the rundown. Stop hunt, we like manipulation. So blue line must be swept prior to the inverse for value gap. So before we get this inverse for value gap, we actually sweep out. Now we have high resistance because this candle just manipulated. Makes my stop loss have more high resistance. And ideally our take profit area has low resistance. And going into that, no stop hunt equals no high risk, high resistance stop loss, neglecting the most important aspect of a setup. Opposite of the bare minimum inverse for value gap, the appeal comes from the fast retrace into expansion, prioritizing drawn liquidity over the stop loss, stop hunt, inside high time frame key level. That's where we'll find those. And then ideally sweeps and accumulations. See examples in the next slide. Bonus points if sweep is after high time frame candle opened, so after that 9 a.m. open, that's even better. A stop hunt sweep that prints a wick at the higher low, no candle body closure. So the best stop hunt is a stop hunt that sweeps that prints a wick at the higher low, no candle body closure above, right, or below. Shows most strength through fast reaction distribution. Stop loss should offer 0 open liquidity and 0 unmitigated imbalances. Stop loss should offer 0 unmitigated imbalances. Nice. It's good to see as well. This is it coming out of accumulation. This doesn't play out right, but then we get a stop hunt. Stop hunt here. Boom. High resistance stop loss in this area. We enter in on this inversion fair value gap. What do you know? That one plays, right? Then we're using high resistance, low resistance liquidity. Huge, very huge, and just being able to determine those. And then we're using PDI, which is basically AMD, just pre-distribution inversion, going into it. And I do have some other stuff set up. See if I can get my camera going. Hey, we got look at the worst piece. Hey. Oh shoot. Sauce, banner. Yeah, we got an exciting day coming into this. It's been a while. I've been making some good videos, but really just going off of this. We're going to see how we want to react off of this 30-minute. So coming into this, I'm gonna wait till 9 a.m. most likely until we have that PMI to come out to see how we want to react. But I'm hoping. I mean, I'm assuming the PMI is either going to rip us higher or not. We can go mark up our ICT kill zones. We have Asian session lows, London session lows here too. Like this is just juicy draws and liquidity resting beneath us, and lower on all these draws. Low resistance resting sell side, and we're playing into this 4 hour where it's looking like, hey, we're going to want to inverse it in the next 30 minutes. We'll see what news wants to do to us, right? As of right now, I'm looking at this 30-minute imbalance between here. Oh shit, I have my camera still up. Yeah, we'll be very patient coming into this. Seriously. I'm mainly going to be looking at NASDAQ. ES, I won't be entering on ES. You will not find me entering in on ES. Promise you that. And then I just going over my daily bias, you know, price likes to rebound. Price is fractal, remember. So price likes to rebalance unmitigated fair value gaps. Fair value gaps can send price further. Similar to the one above, reading notes I've had. But it's something really helpful when we have large moves. Price likes to target liquidity like buy side, sell side, equal highs, equal lows, previous day, week high, previous day, week low, session highs, lows, time-based New York lunch highs, etc. 15 to 30, 1 hour, 4 hour highs, lows, unfilled daily gap, weekly gap, hourly, and 30 to 15 to 5 minute gaps. Market also likes to generate liquidity, which is consolidation, trendline liquidity. How do you find your drawn liquidity? You have to come to today and ask yourself, okay, where is price delivering from? Are we delivering from sell side or buy side? As of right now, we're delivering from sell side liquidity and we're ripping higher, right? And just coming into this, what are we delivering from right now? Sweeping out 15-minute sell side liquidity. We're delivering higher. And are we disrespecting or respecting bullish or bearish PD arrays? There's a 15-minute gap that we're coming inside of. There's a 15-minute gap that was right here, actually. In that 1 hour, we're respecting 1 hour bullish PD arrays. We're looking bullish coming into this day, right? Determining my bias to that. There's not much thought that has to go into it. It's just asking yourself a couple questions. And are we rebalancing in equilibrium? Well, we are in equilibrium right now. If we pull up, like I said, that 4 hour, we're way above it. We're way above it. So I would like to actually be able to see us completely fill in this imbalance. We're not rejecting off of it. We're pushing higher and higher inside of it, which we could just want to go up to all-time highs or just up to these highs up here. We do have a bunch of shit up here, and that's all-time highs. But we'll see what's coming into this day. See what else I got. CISC, PO3. Don't need any of that. Equal highs, lows. Is there any equal highs and lows? Nothing of significance. Forgot I only have the basic plan now because I got Tradevate. Yeah, we're just kind of generating low resistance here too. Coming into the day, we'll see. Market's going to be opening actually here in 2 minutes. I'm going to get some sips of my coffee going. And we'll be using Tradevate. Was using Top Step, but I'm switching over to Tradevate just because of Top Step crashing. And then I'm using Alpha. So let's make sure I got everything set up for me. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Haven't done this in a while, so I mean, we'll see. But overall, quite excited. Yeah, as of right now, we're coming into this 15-minute imbalance, which I'm going to mark up. Coming inside that 15-minute imbalance. We have low resistance resting sell side. On that 5-minute, I'm assuming on the lower time frames, it's even crazier. Yeah, all this low resistance. See how it wants to react off of that. We're coming into market open here in a second. Market is open. New money has entered the market. Let's see. Quite curious on this, actually. Yeah, we're going to be patiently waiting. We're inside of a 15-minute gap too. So that's what I'm saying, this 15-minute gap. We've hit CE of it. Maybe we get some reaction off of it. I don't know if news is going to want to push this all the way up to here. Just marking up imbalances we have resting below. Oh, this would be bearish. I don't know why I made that green. Should be a bearish. 15-minute bearish. There we go. We have 15-minute imbalance resting here. We haven't swept any crazy assess and draw on liquidity, but we are getting some reaction now off of this 15-minute. Could be wanting to target. We have a 15-minute right here, bullish fair value gap, which could be our target. Make sure my chart brightness is all the way up. Yeah, we're good. Bro. Why is it not letting me? Oh, I can't use the 10-minute. Okay. Nice. Oh, nice. Based on this close, I mean, this shit's going for that low resistance in my opinion. But I could just be respecting that 15-minute. We have unmitigated 5-minute here. We just swept this out. Depending on this candle close, you can see we're going to go for this 1-hour sell side. Keep clicking on that damn 10-minute. We're coming into this 15-minute gap. It's like I say, it's trickier longing inside of a 15-minute gap. I mean, you're shorting inside of a bullish 15-minute gap. Ooh. Doesn't give me the 2-minute. Yeah, oh fuck no. That's kind of pissed me off. Maybe I do miss Top Step because I had the fucking smaller time frames. What is... That's dumb as fuck. Oh, that's going to annoy the fuck out of me because that's what I like to use is the 1-minute, 2-minute. I guess I won't use the 4-minute. That's fucking annoying. I'd say we're sponsored from this hourly for value gap. We're looking bullish right now. And this 15-minute could be my condition based on how we react out this 15-minute. Ooh. I mean, maybe even going for longs up off of this. Bro, fuck off on that. I can't use the fucking 2-minute. But you can use 3-minute. I will pay for that fucking plan, bro. The premium plan gets 70% off. How's long this last 6 days? I'll look at that later. Playing deeper. We can look at equilibrium of this range as well. Ooh. hit equilibrium of it as well. We're pushing lower and lower. I'm just going to make it like this. Playing deeper and deeper right now. Really hitting this where we've swept out all the low resistance. We're getting close to. So yeah, that was correct. We might even get some sell side sweep. We're returning to which is returning to a 1 hour low. At that point, we'll see how long this is going to take. We're 6 minutes in the market open. News comes out at 9, remember, so patiently waiting. The TradingView, fuck off with that, bro. Top Step, if I would get a Top Step funded account, TradeAvate that is, or it's TradingView, I don't know, but I get a Top Step funded account. I can just use the 1 minute, 2 minute, I can use the 30-second. For y'all, though, I gotta pay extra money. They're like, well, and I quit back testing with TradingView, so they're like, oh, let's get some bread from them. I'm probably fine with the time frames I have. Did we just sweep out any session lows? Why is it saying it's not working? Do what? I'll get rid of fucking PO3. What the fuck? Yeah, they're just trying to fucking milk, bro. Fuck them. Fuck them. 15 minutes, going to be closing in 6 minutes. Looking like we completely filled this. We're reacting off of it. Nothing for an inversion right now. And it's getting close to news. Otherwise, you could be looking for lawns potentially. On the 5 minute, I mean, we're reacting. We have what else resting beneath us? I want to make this just regular gray, bro. It is a 50. It's just I would still consider a high. Do this one as well. High time frame for value gap. 15. We can go to the 5 minute here. The 5 minutes something we're actually reacting off of. If we respect this 5 minute, it's looking like we just completely filled it. We're not closing inside of it. This 15 minutes looking nicer. Unfilled 5 minute resting above. There hasn't been a sweep of a significant draw in liquidity. Could say failure swing low at the stop loss. Don't know how I feel about this. Move this more. Interesting. We'll get rid of that equilibrium. We already know we came into 15-minute equilibrium. This 15 minutes going to be able to tell me a lot. Quite curious to see how that's wanting to play out. I mean, it could be looking for longs here. Bro, they're pissing me off taking away that. I'm gonna fucking have to pay for their premium to get ICT kill zone. When did that EP, like what does EP mean? I don't even have, I have equal highs in those. I don't have ADX. What the fuck is the ADX indicator? What the fuck's the ADX indicator? Dumb as shit. Trying to see if we have an SMT of previous day high. Haven't swept that out. We did. Oh boy. Looks like we're going to inverse this 15-minute, but that's not really what I'm worried about. I'm worried about actual. We have a 5-minute resting up here. If we inverse this whole leg, we could go higher. Stop loss would be down in that area. Target up to this high. Or I'd probably target up to what? I don't think I would allow a target all the way up to here. Right? I feel like I'd want to wait. Is there something on the 5-minute? Yeah, we'd be able to target like a 1-to-1 to this unfilled 5-minute. That could be like the target, maybe, if we get like an inversion here, but 8:43, I think we're getting too soon, too close to market, to the news coming out. It's good coffee. Yeah, I'm questioning. I mean, it's looking fucking really bullish. That 5-minute got. Oh, dude, this is looking bullish as shit. And it swept out all that low resistance that I had in mind. So that's nice to see. We don't have any low resistance really resting above here. We're targeting back into this 15-minute. Well, he's got completely tapped. We're targeting back into this 15-minute. It'd be a 30-minute as well. The 30-minute inverse, though. 30-minute inverse, it was a 15-minute that got respected. Hit CE. We've hit equilibrium. I mean, you get a clean 5-minute inversion here. It's a clean 1-to-1, but it's just like, it's too soon for an entry, I feel like. I mean, too late. Oh, boy. Could either way mark it up. See how she wants to play. I'm a little nervous. Dude, oh. Yeah, I'm not going to be entering in on that. It's going to have to wait for another 5 minutes for that to close. Was there a 3-minute inversion? 1-minute inversion? No, 1 minute, not really inversion on the 1 minute. We did get manipulation at that stop loss. So that's nice. Manipulated this low too. Kind of left as a failure swing. Just watch how this plays. I mean, I'm not going to be able to get in for an entry. Maybe there's like a 1 minute retrace and a break, but just mark how this wants to play out. Just do it like it was up to here. And that'd be a 1-to-1. And just see how you'd see how that want to play out. Yeah, news comes out in 14 minutes. I don't know if I would even have taken that because we're not like we're targeting anything that's like super low resistance. It's just this high that got left. But the only thing that did make this a little more attractive was, like I said, I was hitting 15-minute equilibrium, respecting this 15-minute, closing inside of this one, getting bullish movement off of it, and coming and filling in this 5-minute, and being sponsored by what this 1 hour coming into the day, giving us a bullish bias. I think a little bit of a pullback. We'll want to go higher to fill in this 4 hour, but it's just watching it. Holy fuck, my trade of 8's going nuts. Also, just being able to remember how to fucking enter on TradingView now is going to be a little questionable. But if I find a really quality setup today, I'm fully going in risk, like full boarding that, just passing the account one day. But if I see like a quality setup that I like, I'll just risk like a band and try to pass it in 2-3 trades. Then going into the live account, I'll be risking $250. Looking for 5 straight days of winning, and that's a payout. And then doing that over and over and over. Five minutes looking like it's holding up here. No clean displacement through right now. Just not in this right now. I'm going to wait patiently. And plus there was no entry. Maybe there was a 2 minute, 3 minute, or 4 minute. I don't know. Not looking too good here. Like I said, we have the news coming out. ISM manufacturing PMI forecast is 48.3. Actual greater than forecast is good for currency. So if it's greater than this, we'll be bearish. If it's worse than this, if it's lower than this, then we'll be bullish. We'll see coming into this. Wow. How it's looking like it's going to be is we come into this 4 hour we're in right now, and we're going to react off of it. We'll see. Fucking pissed me off I can't have my ICT kill zones because it's just being able to know, like, hey, we swept a session drawn liquidity. Weird because it was just working earlier, but now it's not. So I don't know. 5 minutes being respected here. We're actually displacing lower. Probably go down for this sell side, I'm assuming. Wouldn't completely like just get out of this trade if I were in, but just patiently waiting. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm not expecting to take any setups today either. It's just being patient. I mean, excited for the new year. I'm excited for Q1. Hopefully to get some good quality setups. December wasn't bad. It was just would have been a little more discretional for my liking. Be comfortable with where I'm at. Like, I know there was a lot of good setups, but the entries would have been on like a 30-second. I don't even have a 30-second on this. What is this shit up here? Chart, news, technicals, forward curve. Why don't you give me my fucking give me my shit back? Wow, this thing is consolidated more than a motherfucker. Kind of sweeping out all these a little. We just swept out a low here. We're getting some good manipulation to potentially go higher. I mean, this 5 minutes could have closed. It did close, completely filling that. So if we do get displacement to push higher into there, then yeah, I do think this will want to run up to at least this high. But you know, we just got failure. We just got, I mean, there's low resistance somewhat. It did manipulate, but it manipulated what, a 1 minute low? Yeah, we're not really worried about that. Yeah, it's patiently waiting. Wearing this new cologne I got, 1 million. Oh my god, I want to gatekeep. I'm in love with it. Jeez, man. And we respected this 15-minute cap and that 5 minute. It's just we're wanting to play around a little bit more. I'm assuming it's just waiting for news to open up. Respected this 5 minute, which I'm going to get rid of now. Yeah, I don't know. Wow. This would take 1, 2, 3, but potentially 3 candles in inverse. But like I said, too late to enter. Wow. I mean, if it's coming back up, why would that be? Maybe just to manipulate and go lower, or maybe it's wanting to inverse it now. Is there an SMT maybe with ES or something? I'm gonna go take a shit while we wait for news. I'll be back. I'm back. News has not come out yet. We're rejecting off this 5-minute, but we filled it a bunch of times. It's pretty fucking weak. We're kind of ranging, so I'm wondering if that's just low resistance being accumulated. Looks like low resistance resting both ways. More sell side here. All throughout this. And this one we just have these here. We're going to wait for that news to come out. It'd be nice to see news come out. Sweep out this 1 hour. Don't inverse it, right? But like, candle closes. We sweep out this 1 hour sell side. We come into like a 30-minute. Yeah. Well, it's already been tapped into. Some type of fair value, maybe. I mean, we'll see. With what news wants to do. I don't know if I'm leaning bullish or bearish, but right now, like I said, we respected this 1 hour. We're coming back into it. We were sponsored earlier, but we're reacting off this 15-minute pretty well right now and displacing lower. So maybe my bias is going to lean more bearish, and this 4 hours looking like it's going to be closed within, but we've been pushing bullish into it. So it's like, are we really having a strong reaction off of something? Which maybe it's this 1 hour we've been filling, which isn't much. Probably more be this, the 30-minute here, but that we inversed. So really just be the 50-minute. Maybe some chop after the news comes out, but we'll see where news wants to push us. We have 3 minutes on that. Oh, this cologne is fucking fresh, dude. Looks like this 15-minute is going to get inversed. If that gets inversed, I mean, I'm leaning bearish. If we have on the lower time frame still low resistance resting here, on the 15-minute time frame we have this coming into, oh yeah. We'd all this 15-minute time frame is at a 30-minute low, 30-minute low as well, inside of that gap. Mark this up as a 30-minute. Which we might want to come back down into. Kind of just ranging. We got a couple seconds left until that 9 a.m. news comes out. See how it reacts off the 5-minute. See what news does. News just came out. My watch is off by like fucking 40 seconds. News came out. See what it wants to do. Probably let it move for a little bit. Nothing crazy right now. This would have been a bad trade. Dude, that cologne is fucking fresh. Whoa. Oh, it came out bullish. Talking about bullshit, we're going to be manipulating lower. I'm going to get rid of this. Look more at this 5 minute. We're coming back into this 15 minute candle. It came inside of this gap again. We see what happened there. I mean, it's been filled plenty of times. This 5 minute got completely filled. We're kind of consolidating, which isn't bad. I keep forgetting not to do that, damn it. We're generating sell side and buy side right now. Looking for key manipulation, which would be, I don't know into what. This 5 minutes looking like it's going to inverse. This trade literally could still play. Or it might want to give some manipulation beforehand. Wow. I think there was never an entry either, so that trade would have been non-existent. This 5 minute, low key, respectfully, I would only take this if it inverse, if because of news, because it took 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 candles to potentially inverse. And if inverse is nice, I'm not going to get in on that. I would probably like to wait till, just because it's lower probability. Mainly why? Because of the inversion is just not the greatest. We're coming back into a 15 minute is what we would be targeting. Maybe this 4 hour buy side is what we want to target. I mean, or like I said, we have this 5 minute up here that we might want to come into, which I will mark out. Make that bearish 5 minute. Maybe that's what we want to come and target into. I mean, it's looking like it's going to give that inversion now. Remember, we hit equilibrium as well. Maybe I want to wait for a pullback. I mean, I'll mark this up either way. That would be my target. Go break even at this high. If we got an inversion. Jeez, what a terrible RR. That's just a terrible risk reward, unless we want to target CE of that, but could reject off the 5 minute. We just get an SMT. ES is way just higher. This high just made a, did we just get a fucking SMT? We just got an SMT. Forgot ES to say, I forgot to say ES is not at all-time highs. I thought it was. We just got an SMT. Would be bearish. It'd be a 5 minute SMT. Do we have low resistance resting sell side? Yeah, we have quite a bit. The 5 minute gave the inversion though. This would be what I would be in right now, but we also have that SMT. I'm coming back into this 15 minute for what reason? To maybe just get the resweep, right? Which we would go break even at, but we didn't get in on this. I'm not going to get in on this. I probably would just wait for actual manipulation. Need real manipulation. I mean, that 15 minute gave the manipulation. It's just, overall, I think this is a slower trade. I need to see like a 3 minute gap maybe get retraced into. No 1 minute gaps either on this. We'd be just rejecting off bouncing between 2 minutes if this is the case, and because this already got hits the equilibrium of that 15-minute range. There's not even a fair value gap to inverse here to go short either. And then we do have low resistance resting beneath us, right? All throughout this range. Pretty low resistance, and this is 1 hour. This is a 1 hour low that we could come and get, which you could say is protected, but overall, I mean, they're not always protected. Really just rejecting off this 15-minute, and the 4 hour would have gotten completely filled now. I'm going to get rid of that 4 hour. We're in 4 hour equilibrium of the range, right? I'm assuming we want to get a pullback lower. Maybe wait for a resweep of this, maybe an SMT, but this SMT we just got put in place, there's no 1 minute to give an inversion on. I mean, I'm just really questioning the bias and what the market's wanting to do right now. I'm not really wanting to force anything because it's not just complete chop. We are accumulating. We don't have crazy low resistance, especially not in the 5 minute. This S&T is valid right now. Oh no, made a higher high. No more S&T. Right? Or, what time was this made at? 8:30? Oh fuck, we do have an 8. I mean, I don't know, man. ES already swept out that high. Did ES take out anything crazy or significance? ES just has a 1 hour high up here, but you could want to come and get 1 hour buy side liquidity. I want to mark this up just while we're waiting. Another 1 hour buy side liquidity. Nothing on the 2 hour, 4 hour, there's no gaps. We have equal highs. Okay, this is a solid trade. I want to wait for us to come to that 5 minute. I think that's where we're going. I mean, shit. I mean, it looks bullish, especially with the news to come out. Maybe this was a trade for me to take. Like I said, I'd be going break even at this high up here, so I'm just going to mark out that actually. How that would be break even. Be a freaking 15-minute high now, too. We're not rejecting off anything. We just got an inversion to target all this low resistance. I don't like that. I don't like that we're not targeting like it's just low resistance resting lower. And on the higher time frame right now. I mean, shit. I'm not seeing anything I would take. It's 9/11 currently. Yeah, patiently waiting on this. If we could open up like a 5 to 15 minute gap to retrace into, I mean, I'm bullish. Unless this SMT is valid, I would be bullish up until this and go break even. Just target for that 1-to-1. Price is really just waiting around though. Yeah, it's interesting right now. It's kind of just consolidating. We're generating. This is kind of far down from here. Could say this is low RR, and that's the closest we are to a liquidity sweep, except on ES. ES is actually quite close to a liquidity sweep. Maybe that's what we're wanting to go get. That makes me actually think that, yeah, this will play out. Makes that genuinely that ES being so close to its high, I think this will play out to this 15-minute high, and then maybe that would be a good place to go break even, and then just hope it wants to continue higher. But I mean, yeah, I do think this wants to run. It's just we're not getting any type of retracement to get in on like the 3-minute is what I would want to see, and I would have had to take this 5-minute inversion. Could have waited for a little pullback, and that would have given me a better RR, but it's fine either way. Just patiently waiting. Probably gonna be a no trade day. I mean, we're really just consolidated right now. We are generating some low resistance sell side. So we'll see. We're making higher highs though. I mean, we're out of that macro now too. What time would that entry have been? Yeah, right in the macro. With news coming out bullish too, I mean, yeah, I could see this playing. Oh. Oh boy. Left equal highs on the 1 minute on ES. Yeah, I was watching this fucker chop. And it's fine we missed out on this. Like I said, the inversion wasn't as clean as I wanted it. This would have been more of just like oh, this would have been more of a trade where it's just like news coming out, us hitting that 15-minute equilibrium of the range, respecting all these 15 minutes, being sponsored by that 1 hour, and then just wanting to go take out this 15-minute high. And then ES also being super close to its drawn liquidity, and we have equal highs resting above on ES. This makes me really think that this thing will play out, at least to that break even. That's what I think it's going to play out, to that break even. And then who knows what it'll do from there. So far, no entries. Nothing for me. It's probably going to be a nothing burger for the day. I mean, unless we can sweep out some significant drawn liquidity and get a reaction off of that. I mean, maybe a continuation, but I think the continuation would take too long in the day to get, so it'd have to be like a reversal. So either PDI or MEC. But, and if this would have gave a clean, let's say we didn't touch it this 5 minute until news came out. News comes out, it comes out bullish, and we get a clean inversion on this as well. Then I would take this, especially with ES being close. Like, I would take this, and then I would target this for either a 1-to-1 or just break even at this and look for my 1-to-2. I mean, it's just pushing higher and higher. And like I said, ES having those equal highs on the higher time frame as well. Normally, I don't pay attention to ES, but I mean, if we're also that close, Markets Lazy likes to go for the easiest drawn liquidity. If we're that close to a drawn liquidity up there, that's great. And then the 15 equal high up here, yeah, I think that's a draw that we want to go and get. Just being patient with this and watching it. And just journaling it. Like, it's going to be a trade that I'm going to probably miss out on, which is fine. And it's like, it's not even one of those trades that I would take on an eval like I'm on right now, because that 5 minute took forever to inverse, and then it gives a clean displacement on it, a good inversion. But still, even with that, it's like I would have wanted to see a clean inversion on that, showing clean displacement, clear sign that we are disrespecting bearish order flow, on top of respecting these 15-minute gaps, which were bullish, and respecting this 1 hour gap coming earlier before pre-market, right? And then probably displacing deeper on this 4 hour, wanting to ideally inverse that. And I mean, this puppy's pushing. Oh, wow. That's nice to see. New 5 minute opened up too. Nothing for a 1 minute retracement. We'll see. I mean, it's pushing higher. ES hasn't swept out its 15-minute equal high yet. Once it does that, I mean, I'm assuming we could get a move lower here. But this would have been the trade for me today, personally. deval, maybe I should have just full ported it, but we learn from it. We move on. One thing I was thinking about earlier today, and I tell myself in the shower every morning now, like especially before coming into the market, it's from the psychology of money. And this is big for trading because at the end of the day, we're playing with money. So you get fucking quite anxious. You get a little bit of stress because we all value money in a certain way. A lot of people, money is their god, right? When you were on your deathbed, and me personally, the last thing I'm going to think about is money. It's going to be think about the risk I wish I took. It's going to be me thinking about my family, my relationship, my friends, the meaning, the impact I left on the people around me. That's what's good. I'm going to be thinking about, right? And just wanting to be healthy. It's not going to be money. That's going to be the last thing I give a fuck about on my way out. So why worry about it now? Like obviously, money controls this world, right? Money rules the world. So obviously you have to have some. That's why we have that emotional attachment to money, and everyone looks at money in a different way. But when I'm going to the trading, this is an uncertain environment. You have to take on risk. You know, the saying is true to this: no risk, no reward, right? And losses are going to happen. And I coming in today, I literally tell myself, you know, I'm not worried about taking a loss today because if I take a loss and it was just due to probability, that happens. It's probability playing this thing, and over time, it's going to pay me out. That probability is going to pay me the fuck out. Losses happen. And maybe it's a loss that I took due to an error, like a mistake I made in my trading. All right, it's a good day to learn. Maybe I took a win and it was a bad trade. Okay, it's a good day to learn. Don't do that again. That was bad psychology. What caused me to tilt? And if it was a good day that we took a win and followed our rules, perfect. That's just a good day of following the rules. Good discipline. Let's keep it going throughout the rest of my day through other things, right? So not being afraid about what happens in this market because it's uncertain, and you have to be able to perform in an uncertain environment, right? What causes anxiety for a lot of people is that idea of uncertainty, and being uncertain makes them anxious, right? And if you are that type of person, which I normally am, it's not going to go well for you in trading because it's an uncertain environment. You don't have that certainty. You're going to get anxious and you're going to make bad decisions. But if you allow yourself to be relaxed and in a flow state in an uncertain environment, and you are fine with it being uncertain, you're going to excel. You're going to do absolutely incredible. So it's just my thought process coming into this. This thing's pumping and pumping. I wouldn't even put like my stops at break even yet. I'd probably just wait. Like I said, break even's there for a reason. It's a 5-minute high. It's a 15-minute high. Shit, it's a fucking 30-minute high. And on ES, it's a 15-minute equal high. It'd be a good point to put break even at if we were in this trade. We'll navigate this like it is our trade that we're in. Sitting here just kind of patiently watching this. There's nothing to get on right now. We're not manipulating anything. Maybe we have low time frame AMD structure. A lot of low resistance now resting below, so we might not want to manipulate to then go higher. It's definitely a possibility. I don't know. I'd just look at it, or it's like you can't stress. You have to be able to accept the outcome and move on and learn from it. At the end of the day, failure is feedback, and that is huge in trading because all that you're going to have to fail 100 times more, and you're going to learn from it. If you have a good perspective on it, your perception matters. And that's such an important factor that so many people like. That's what psychology is, and it comes down to like being aware. I've spoke about this before. Being aware of your emotions. When do you tilt the most? At what time in the market do you end up usually making psychology errors? What is the market doing when you make your psychology errors? Becoming aware of those things. So when you have awareness of it, because if you don't have awareness of it, you're just going to keep making these bad mistakes, psychological mistakes. But if you have awareness of it, okay, now that you have awareness of it, and you know when it comes up, it comes down to discipline. It comes down to a choice. Do I act on this or do I not act on this? You decide. And that's where discipline comes into the fact. If you're not disciplined outside of your life, if your room's always constantly messy, if you're not taking care of yourself, if you're not locking in at the gym, if you're not locking in at a job, if you're not being consistent day in, day out, how do you expect to be consistent on the charts, especially when emotions are attached? Because if you're not disciplined in life, I can tell you, you're not good with your emotions, right? You don't have good self-control. Or there's just like a lack of ambition there, right? If there's a lack of ambition in your life, why are you going for trading? I'm assuming like people who do trading have more ambition because they want more things in life. They want money, right? They want that skill of freedom and time that trading has to offer once you actually make it. And it's just a big, really important part of trading, is what I just said. And being disciplined outside of the charts, so you can be disciplined on the charts and making good choices, psychological choices, and not tilting, right? And knowing when to get the fuck off and knowing when to not take a trade. Yes, this might play out, but in hindsight, I mean, I'm not taking this because of this 5-minute inversion. Normally, like if it was a clean displacement 5-minute inversion, and then news came out then too, and it was already bullish, and then we're like, I'm taking this, and I'm fucking like, I'm in this trade. I like this trade. I believe it's going to hit this break even. Although it's taking quite a bit, it's going to hit this break even. We move the stops to break even up here, and we just see this thing that wants to flush. And what do you know? Bang. That would have hit that. This would be at a 1 to 7.5. So stops would be at break even now. We'll go over to ES, because what did ES just go and do? Took out those 15-minute highs and swept those draws on liquidity. Our stops would be put at break even. Like, I'm off in 30 minutes anyways. This would have been the trade for me to take. Stops would be at break even. Like, this was a solid trade. I like it. It's just the fact that no clean 5-minute inversion, right? Which we were looking at with the improve your fair value gap inversion win rate. There was not a clean inversion on this. And by the time it did give entry, I mean, news did come out right after, or it was right around. This gave the entry right at news. So it's just skipping out on that. Our stops would be at break even now, and if it comes back down, then this would just be, we'll pretend this is like a normal trade, right? Sucks, so we didn't take this. We'd be at break even right now, though. Ooh. Yeah, we just swept out all those highs here. We tap in, what else are we tapping into? We go to the 2 hour, because I bet you there's a 2 hour high is what we're getting near. 2 hour. That's buy side liquidity. Is there gaps? No gaps that are too significant right now. Yeah, nothing too significant. Just a sleep on liquidity on the higher time frames. This is on the 1 hour. This was a high that was made at 7 a.m. We go to 1 hour over here. Yeah, I'm assuming it wants to go higher too. Fuck this SMT. I don't even know if that was an SMT there. Yeah, this would have just been the trade for me. So I like this trade. Like I said, I'm going to go over this. I like this trade. The only thing is we have low resistance at our stop loss. Right around this area. So this would have just been a fade, even though it plays out. This is just not my ideal trade. This is not A plus in any way. What would make this A plus is if we had high resistance at the stop loss, The 5 minute gave a clean inversion. And that's really it. That's all this needs. I think for this to be a quality A plus setup is because we're playing into a 4 hour, right? We're continuing to push higher into that 4 hour gap, which you can see overnight we're pushing higher, higher, higher. So that's on top of that. We come into this 15-minute. Well, originally we tap into this 1 hour pre-market, 7:15 a.m. We push higher. That sponsors us. And we tap into this 15-minute. We're rejecting off of it. So you're thinking, oh, we might be bearish now, especially with this 4 hour. We came to 4 hour equilibrium. We'll understand this too. What is price telling us? This 1 hour sponsored us. This 5 minute gets respected. 15-minute, we respect these. We reject off of them. And at that point, you get a clean 5 minute inversion. And if we have high resistance at the stop loss, I'm in. And this baby's fucking ripping. I mean, I'm assuming even better. And then, like I said, on top of that, which made it even better, ES having equal 15-minute equal highs, resting above that area. And then buy-side liquidity, that was a lot closer to us than NASDAQ's. And that would have been my model for me today. That would have been the entry for me today. It's just 5 minute inversion wasn't super clean. And low resistance at the stop loss. This baby's gonna play though. Dude, that's what I fucking love. Even if I don't get in, I think that's good. It was good psychology on the part that, hey, the 5 minute wasn't a clean inversion. Makes it lower probability, and we have low resistance at our stop loss. That also makes this baby a low probability. I don't like that personally. I'm going to stay away from that. If we had high resistance at our stop loss, let's say we manipulate, oh, then I like this a lot more, right? And like, let's say we manipulate and we get a clean 5 minute inversion, even if it was a no news day. I mean, oh, beautiful. But this thing's probably going to hit. Like I said, we'd be at break even anyways. Just pretty much straight in the green for this trade, although it'd just be a really long one. Not mad at it at all. My buddy said, yeah, only thing I had on my chart, but didn't even bother taking it with this chop EPA. And it's not like there's a difference between chop EPA and we're getting AMD structure, but this was just pretty much chop. And my buddy basically trades the same way as me almost, but I mean, obviously, that's the thing. Like, people who trade mechanically, you'll find times where they take the same exact trade, which happens, and then there's times where it's a little more discretion, right? At the end of the day, you take what the concepts these mentors or what the people online give to you, and you make it into your own. What works best for you, right? What's going to give you the best? Actually, this would run all the way for not that 1-to-1. We're actually rejecting now. We're getting a bit of a pullback into this 5 minute, which is resting here. See if we react off of it. It stops to be a break even. Pretending like we're in this trade, right? But that's really it. Like, that's such a big part. It's very fucking important. Like, even if this hits, I'm not going to be mad because this is just, I feel like, a low probability trade with that stop loss being low resistance. Other than in the 5 minute just being choppy as fuck. Other than that, if the stop loss was high resistance, we get a clean 5 minute version. I'm longing this bitch and we're going all the way up. Yeah. I'm going to get back testing done today too. I got a car appointment today at 2 o'clock. Other than that, I just got to head into my job, get shit set up. But, no, I want to get it, like, actually a couple hours of back testing done. Do another month of back testing. Like, is it not like in anything I see right now? Oh, man, this cologne is fucking great. Oh, we're actually getting quite a bit of a big of a pullback. It was a good break-even point. That's for sure. Like, and that's another thing. You want to be. I feel like you want to be mechanical with your take profit and stop loss. Like, just fucking once it's there for a fucking reason, right? You want when you're getting into a trade, you're getting into a trade for a reason. You're trying to tell a story. You're trying to get the market to understand the story the market is giving to you. And so your stop losses should be placed there for a reason, right? So don't close early. Your take profit should be placed there for a reason. So don't close early. Your break even should be put in a place for a reason. So go break even at that point. Why would you put a break even in? We put a break evens at points where there's points where there's high probability that price might reverse in the opposite direction. That we had a 15-minute high here on NASDAQ, and on ES we had 15-minute equal highs. We had a bunch of 1 hour buy side liquidity resting here. So this is a good place for a break even, right? And that's being a little bit mechanical about it. It's a little bit of discretion added into it, but it's mechanical, like following the fucking rules. When it comes to discretion, you got to be a little more fluid and be able to flow with this market. I hope you are understanding what I'm saying. Like, if I did take this trade, I think it would be massively forced. Like, this is just, wow. Because of the reasons I've been explaining. And it's 9:40. I'm not going to be able to get a trade in here. It's probably just going to chop. I mean, are we retracing into a 15-minute? No 15-minute. Probably just a 5-minute, which got inversed here. Could be looking for a reversal. We're done. Like, I'm off for the day. I do plan on just heading. Oh no, I'll do that later. I'm gonna end this and get right into back testing. Actually, what do we have for news tomorrow? Is something I'm curious about. Basically, no news. Yellow folder news. This is light work. That's actually pretty solid. So we're going to get just pure price action tomorrow. No manipulation. I mean, manipulation, but no manipulation due to news. Unless, like, some shit happens with, I don't know, oil. I have no idea. We'll see. But, yeah, this would just be a no trade day for me. Even if this plays out, which I'll wait. I'll wait till 10 and then I'll just end this video and I'll get right into, I'll get some shit down at the crib, go to clean up a little bit, and then I'm getting right into back testing. And we're going to do back testing of the month of, so we did March, April, we had 5 straight losses, not great in the month of April. Then we did May pretty well, 2 losses, 3 losses. I think one of those was silly, I don't recall. And then we ended up getting, oh fuck. And we did June really well with 1 loss. And then 1, 2, 3 wins. And then 3 break evens. Which sucks. And we should have had 2 more wins. So it should have been like 5 wins, 1 loss, 2 break evens. Overall, it was a good month. Like, if we look in terms of percentage, like, we can look at all these from percentage wise. Made 2%, was down 5%, made 4%, and made another 2%. We're back up. Average RR is around a 1-to-1. It says 0.91, which is fine. It's slippage too, you know, like it closes you out a little too early, or a little too late. This is actually coming back down. It's going to be a break-even trade potentially. But yeah, we're going to do going into the next month of July, which I'm excited to do. See how that goes. Ideally, maintain that high win rate. But at the end of the day, we're just building data. Looking at this, I don't need to be perfect. I'm just trying to build data. And once we have 100 trades of data, if we have above a 55, 60, if we have above a 60% win rate after 100 trades, with a 1-to-1, that's profitable. We have a real edge. It's not bulletproof, but it's real. It's a real edge. Like, and then if we get 200, once you get to like 300, like 20 trades, which on this account I have like 30 trades on this back testing so far in the span of 1, 2, 3, 4 months, 30 trades. And that's not much of a sample size at all. It's a very small sample size. You can get an idea of how you're trading. You get to the 50 range, you get a little more of an idea. You now have a little bit of data built off of what you've been doing and how it's been working. Once you get to the 100 to 200 range, then you have like, damn, I have a real system now. You can see if you actually are profitable and then know if you actually have an edge. And then once you get to that 300 trade range, then you know if like, hey, after all that data you've built, you'll know if your edge consistently works or if it doesn't. And if you have an edge in the market, then you just follow it. Like there's times where you'll lose trades. That's going to happen. There's no strategy with a 100% win rate. So it's just being able to trust it and trust that probability will do its thing. In order for probability is a thing in the market. So in order for you to take your wins, you have to do what? Take those losses to balance out the probability. You know, 70-30. If you have the 70% win rate, 30% of the time you are going to lose. You do not know out of a series of trades what trades you will lose. What will be that 30%? And you don't know what trades will be that 70%, right? It just takes time. This is a probability thing. So that's just that's how I'm looking at it. And going into it, we'll be going into the month of July. I'm not focused on winning. I'm just focused on staying disciplined, taking A+ quality setups, letting them run for a 1-to-1, and just building data off that. Once I have 100 trades of like just taking 1-to-1s, then I'll be able to see what my win rate is with that. And if I want to improve the equity curve, I can either make some refinements and improve on that win rate, or I can start taking on like truly A+ setups. I'll hold for like a 1-to-2, right? To build the equity curve, make that equity curve improve, because I'm getting more profits. And if you go with higher RRs, break evens are more they're more likely to happen too. So it's just like balancing that out. I'm going to focus on 1-to-1s and try to get a 60% win rate with 1-to-1s. It says 13 losses. I think it really should, because it counted some of my break evens as losses, and then there was trades that I don't know. I think it should be like almost 20 trades won, and then it would be like, I think 8 something trades lost. We'll see. At the end of the day, we have a lot of data to build upon still and things to improve upon, so we can really see how we're looking on this, right? As of right now, like we got down to $48,102. We were $102 away from blowing that. That would have been blowing in an account. And then from there on, because we trusted our plan, we took it all the way back up. So that's great to see, right? Coming close to that break even. Yeah, I want to be getting off here. I will get this uploaded though, just because I did drop a little bit of sauce in this video. And, it's the first day back. Be a no trade day, but, we'll see. So would it be an hour 25? Yeah, I will get this uploaded. I got to see if I also got my most recent video uploaded. Yeah, 2021 June, we did get that uploaded. No views and nothing on these. 31 views on this video. I don't know why that one went popular. Quote unquote popular. Wow. Crazy. Edging that break even. I'll probably go to buy TradingView Premium. Keep it a buck, because I like to have my indicators. I don't use PO3. I want to get to the point where I can use that, because I know it could be very helpful. Like, it's basically time-based equilibrium, right? Time-based discounts, where equilibrium on what I drop is like price based discounts, right? Like going off of price, and PO3 goes off of time, which I don't understand really. But I like my ICT kill zones to know as well, right? Like it's nice to have those marked up. I think it looks nice and clean when you do have it up. Getting good reaction off of this, but it's too late in the day for me to take this. I gotta fill a bunch of paperwork out today too. Fuck. I'll do that tonight. So I'm gonna hop off this. I'm gonna go get some shit cleaned up, go get some food going and get some grub, and then ideally from like 10:30 to, I think I could, from 10:30 to 1:30 I'll be doing what's it called? I can't even fucking think. 10:30 to 1:30 I'll do a back test session, and from there on out I just got my car appointment and I gotta head to the job to get shit set up. And then I'll get back home tonight. Probably just do 1 month of back testing today. And then I could do 1 month tomorrow too. But get home from back testing and get home from fucking my appointment. And I probably just watch videos for the rest of the day. Just from the mentorship. Not seeing anything I like here. Yeah, no. Probably just gonna get off here now. I'll go over that. Yeah, I'm just gonna end this now. I just wouldn't even have been like an accumulation, manipulation, distribution model or the MAC model. It just would have just been forcing it, in my opinion. Although it's still going to potentially play out. It could just want to come back higher to come in and fill in this 5-minute imbalance. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't think it wants to go up for this buy-side liquidity up here, but yeah, I will get this uploaded onto the YouTube, and then we'll be doing a backtesting session. I'll be getting uploaded today from the month of July. So very excited. 88% win rate by that time, 43. Yeah, very, very excited. Why does this feel so like zoomed in? What the fuck happened? See that shit? There we go. Yeah. Average trade duration is 25 minutes. We have 1,632 days left of this. Total time back tested is 19 hours. Historical data played is 134 days. So we got some fucking time, baby. We're really going to find out what we can build with this and improve on it from there. So I'll get this video uploaded. And I will talk to y'all soon. Peace. Have a wonderful day.